Good afternoon, TGIF. Yes, nothing really big happened this week, but still, it's always TGIF. The shine, it is 99 degrees right now. 99 degrees. It's what, about 5:30? Yeah, and we're officially in an extreme heat warning. I know there's a heat warning and then heat something else. Yeah, we're unofficial for this weekend. Supposed to be 100 like all this coming week, starting today. So, yeah, yay, summer. I left the house. I had to go to an appointment with this. I just took a quick nap on the couch until this shine. The AC was on until this shine is, even though I was sitting on the couch with the AC on. Mind you, the AC blows more in my bedroom than it does in the living room. I have to move the lever or something in the bathroom that redirects how it goes throughout the apartment. I don't remember. One of the maintenance people told me this early on in this apartment. So yeah. Oh, where am I going? Is that open? I don't know why every single time. Yes, I haven't been out in a while, but I'm like, what's today? That's the last time I went out. Yeah, I don't. Oh, last week I went to Pilates on Saturday. Okay, before we get to that, what am I doing? I'm going to an exhibition, art exhibition. Antoinette Colley, that's the last name I was trying to figure out how to say her last name in my head. She has a solo exhibition at the Mood Room, and it's basically about domestic violence, not domestic violence, but abuse, but more along the lines of emotional abuse. Her exhibition's about, and so she's very talented. Her artwork is different. She did the James Baldwin mural on Roosevelt in Central. If you're going south on Central, you can see it. I think it's still there. I don't know. I keep forgetting to look that way. I don't look that way often because somebody else, another artist, she had some artwork like on the wall where the light rail stop is, and I kept forgetting it was there. And I finally told her, I'm like, I saw it. I finally saw it because I don't look. I look, concentrate in certain places, and so I don't look there. Anyway, she does this different kind of artwork. I use the word interesting usually, but in her case, I wouldn't. It's not interesting. It's more along. It's different, but it's a good different. It's thought-provoking. Her artwork. So anyway, she's very talented. Young lady from Phoenix, and so yeah, I'm going to support. So with that, this week is going in a blur. So we are doing eyes first, and then I'll set the rest of this. Hopefully I'll remember to set the rest of my face. I'm gonna open thing. So I went to last Saturday I went to Pilates. What was last Saturday? Was the 2nd? Yeah. Okay, because Trevor Noir I know was in town, but I did not go to that because prices. Yeah, everybody's prices are ridiculous. No matter what theater they're at, auditorium, the prices are ridiculous. Anyway, so I went to Pilates on Saturday at the Reform Pilates. I don't know if they have them outside of Arizona. And one second. So we're doing eyes first, and we're using the new MAC Multisculpt Matte Liquid Color eyeshadow. You use the eyeshadow, you use it as cheek, kind of like a iron face kind of thing. And this is in Pinot Noir, which sold out a lot of places. So when I happened to see, I got this several weeks ago. I want to say during the Sephora sale. Looks like this. And I had to go to the Quarter. I was at the Quarter while I was there. That's where I got this from. So anyway, we're gonna use this for eyes, but we know I do eyes first. And because of this, basically because I do eyes first because I don't want to have a great look and then setting with my eyes over something messes up everything, and that you gotta fix that area wherever it's at. So, I'll go like that. So that's what it looks like. So let's see. I had to get the right brush for this. I wonder if I can just do this off my hand actually. Oh yeah. And that was straight from my hand. Because I'm trying to just blur it out. I don't want to use a lot, because this will last a long time, as you see how, I don't know how fast it dries. Because obviously it didn't dry that fast on my hand, so. For me to let it go. But yeah. What kind of brush is this? This is a Firma 204 brush. So when I say Firma, that's what I mean. This is another one of those Ipsy brushes. So, but I think you can definitely get it on Amazon, because I think I was looking at it trying to figure out what kind of brush it is, and I still don't remember what kind of brush it's supposed to be. But there's a whole set. Okay. Yeah, it's already dry in my hand, so that's how fast. So me grabbing it and putting it on my eye, that's how long you have. So if you want to just count that down, instead of putting this directly on your eye, or you put a very little, I'm going to put some more back on my hand, and we're going to work from there. So forgive me if I'm not talking a lot during this part, because it dries fast. I'm trying to brush some of it off now, because that's getting both eyes to look the same, of course. I'm trying to blur it out. I'm going to go in. It's still a little wet in the side, so I'm going to go like that real quick to the side. And some of it's still wet, so I'm going to go. I forgot to turn the fan on, so I might have to get up and turn the fan on at some point. I turned the AC off before I started recording, as I was changing my clothes. So I was in my work from home clothes. Was I? Yeah, I was. Because after I left the house, I came back and put my work from home clothes back on. Okay. So there you go. That's how little you need. Was what was on my hand. And so again, that's Pinot Noir. And I know this is less even, but learning curve. So there we go for that. And let's see if I can get this off my hand. I'm rubbing. Because they said waterproof. But wow. We're going to have to, yeah, okay. Okay, it's starting to come off, because I'm like, I want to show you some new jewelry and I need to show it on this hand. So I'm like, oh. Okay, so eyes are done, and then we'll, okay, there you go. Yeah, it comes off. It just takes a little bit, and you don't really see anything on the thing, but it came off. So when you take, luckily I use oil, or cleansing oil, to take off my makeup, because yeah. So it's setting the T-zone. I'm not trying to do too much because I'm using a matte foundation. My eyebrows were set already, and wonderful eyebrow job today. I was very impressed with myself. Okay. I'll need that again. I'm like, did I moisturize my hair? I thought about putting a wig on. Again, 99 degrees. Yeah, the sun's going down slowly. I realized, okay, this is without even the primer. I put the primer right here. I did not reach for the primer first. So I'm like, okay. So if it looks patchy, it could be because I didn't use the primer. But it also looks like it's in application tips. Not bad. And I see this right here. I'm gonna put this somewhere else because obviously I did not use it. I was like, do I have some right there? And I do see that, but it will get cleaned up when I do everything else. So we are going to use the Sephora collection sponge. I used this back when I first got it. That video has not been edited. I realized that, so that's why y'all have not seen me use this before. But I decided to use it today. I have a brush standing by just in case. With that being said, we're using NARS, the soft matte foundation. Like, this is not that new long wear one. This is the soft matte one. This is in shade Iguacu, Iguacu, or Deep 3. I bought this, say, a few months ago. They were having a sale. NARS was having a sale. So when brands start having sales, and it keeps trying to sell the same thing, you kind of now know they're reformulating that product foundation. Like right now, Makeup Forever has a sale on their foundation, not the glow one, but the other one, because they're coming out with a new foundation. It's already listed on Sephora website. It's just not in stock yet. So again, you see this start selling it. Why is they selling it? Why can't you find other shades? They are reformulating the foundation. So this soft matte, I could probably wear New Caledonia, but I think when I've been shade matched a few times to this one, it does match more the darker part and just lighten everything else. So that is what we're going to do. And I thought about using the new one, but we're not doing that. This is very liquidy, so I'm putting on my hand and then the face. Like that. And I'm going to set that like that. Then and then I'm going to start like that. And you see how it's okay. And put a little over here, even though, as you see, I don't really have to put that much on there. Because I was trying to turn it over. This side is darker, of course, because where did I start? On that side. See, I love how it looks. There's a dog. I don't know if you heard barking. Yesterday, I think it was. That dog was walking up a storm. I didn't get this ear, so I'm gonna go and get that ear. I'm trying to get over it because I know when I look at the video later, I'll be like, get frustrated. I'm like, did I ever get that spot? So the tip part, it's easier to get in little areas. And I've been very bronzy this week, so looking on the camera right now, it looks like it's totally fine. So the Nightmare on Elm Street is on. I have never seen Nightmare on Elm Street. I know about Freddy Krueger, but I know Johnny Depp's in it. The chick that plays Nancy or whatever, I don't know her name. I have this much left, so we're not using that. I'm gonna wipe that off my hand. I gotta keep putting stuff on the hand that but I'm right-handed, so I kind of have to. I know things. I know enough of the lore, and then eventually Freddy versus Jason kind of thing. I know the lore for me to have never actually seen the movie, because I was watching part of it and I'm like talking to the screen. I'm like, dude, get out the room, chick, leave, all this stuff, because people stand around. See how pretty that looks? It is so pretty. That's why I like this foundation. When it went on sale, I got it, even though it's like, it's soft matte, so it's not like ridiculously matte. The thing is, it's basically full coverage, and I think when I first wore it, I'm thinking of Urban Decay, because I bought the wrong Urban Decay and it was too dark. But it's full, Urban Decay for sure is full coverage. Well, with the sponge, if it's dry, you get full coverage. If you dampen it, you get medium coverage. And we see how this looks. It's a combination of this foundation and the sponge. This looks amazing. Yeah, I'm liking how this looks. And when you're using the Charlotte Tilbury, the NARS, I'm still trying to figure out what shade of the concealer, the Radiant Concealer, because I have dry under eyes, so I'm trying to do less with Charlotte this time. What day was that when I used a lot? But I haven't figured out what my shade is in the concealer. Cafe for spot correcting my complexion. And then there's Amande, they see for brightening. And then I guess, I forgot the other one they said for chocolate, I think, for brightening as well. So trying to figure out what all that. I'm like, I can't, you think soft matte, use that soft matte one, but I'm like, playing bingo. When the girls was playing bingo at IKEA, I didn't know IKEA had bingo. I'm gonna let this sit for a second because this is hydrating. And I realized, I'm like, why are my mascaras sitting here? I think we can still use this one. I did buy Sky High the other day when I was at Walmart last week. So I was gonna use Live Tinted, but because it's AAPI month, we'll see. Because of the weather, usually when it gets hot, that's all I use is, all right, there you go. She sent a picture. I think some married people do. So, I like bingo, actually. Oh, yeah, they have this thing where you play bingo at IKEA, but it's very hard to get in, to get access. I don't know if this is going to be dark enough. So I'm guessing that's what she's doing. I totally gave up after the first couple of tries of trying to get to bingo at that place. So, but yeah, still sending photos and comments and everything like that. Yeah, because they had this thing where you could go play there and whatever. I don't know if this is dark enough. It might not be dark enough. Yeah, but this foundation, it is not dark enough. Looking at them like, do I have darker? I have the LYS. I have not Strength, but Worthy, which is darker, but I'm like, it's not that serious. We're not, for me to pull that out. So we'll work with what we have, and if we have to rely on the powder, we will. So it's going like that. Something right here is irritating me right there, so I'm just like, okay. You can kind of see it's very subtle, and the sun is right there, as you see. As I have a light on, but the sun is doing stuff too, because it's that time of the year where the sun is up till like 6:37. I'm trying to see if I can see it. Yeah, it's there. It's very subtle, but I can see it. Okay, let's go blush. We're using TYS Beauty for blush. She said life in my 30s. I'm like, you're married. It's okay. Oh, I'm wearing that dress, by the way. It has like pink and kind of beige flowers. So, and I just, because of this eyeshadow and then the lip I'm going to use, I'm like, so I went at a soft pink on blush wise. I'm using 2 different brushes today. We're going to use this face brush for powder, and we're going to use, this is the liquid blush brush from e.l.f. That's also e.l.f. Because they're who I started out with, and I still like them. I know they have their controversy, what have you, but here we are. I think I even bought something last night that was from e.l.f. Yeah, that'll be another video. But it's good for summer, so we see how subtle that is. Setting spray. I ran out of my Danessa, and it's out of stock, like in stores. But if you do online, which I was telling one of the girls this, if you do shipping, you can find the Danessa setting spray. It is in stock in the warehouses. It's just not in the freaking stores. Like, not even the Kohl's Sephora's. So I was in a Kohl's Sephora after Pilates, and it's not there. But you can find the new little kit, skincare kit with the universal balm powder and water powder serum, and that new skincare thing she came out with, minis for the 3 for like $30, the little things. It's out of the regular Sephora's, but if you go to Sephora Kohl's, you might find it. And so this particular one, they had it, but I'm like, I don't need all that, so I'm not. They're eating Swedish meatballs and playing bingo. I'm like, that's what IKEA all about. But yeah, there we go. And for my brows, I did use Sephora collection. They came out with the Best Skin Ever mini concealer. This is in tan, so it has a brush on one end, and then it has this on this end, so it's thin. And so I just put it under this part of my eyebrow, and then used the brush and brushed it out this way, and then I kind of went over the top at the ends. So this isn't handy for that. Under my brows, I'll probably use it more than spot concealing. So what she's all the way in. IKEA is in Tempe. If you've ever been to the Phoenix area, I'm trying to think. They have a smaller one somewhere. So I'm trying to figure out why is she in Tempe. She doesn't live in Tempe. But did y'all go way out there just to play bingo? People do things. I understand. But yeah. Okay, so that's set. Like I said, the Charlotte is kind of subtle, kind of highlighting. The shade, because it's 14.5. And I was like, do I want to go brighter? Because I do have this if I want to go brighter right there. But I think I'm just going to keep it this shade. Okay, with that, everything is okay. Let's set. Because again, this thing starts at 6, but 6 to 9, I don't need to be there the whole time. And they know people coming from after work, some people. That's way too much powder. So let's smooth it out on my hand. Y'all weren't gonna say nothing about the and I live like 15 minutes away, so it's not like traffic wise, it's not that far. It's not all the way downtown. It's a ways before you get downtown. So going downtown is like maybe take 20, 25 minutes maybe, and it's 15. So it's like central-ish. Oh, yeah, I wanted to wear a matte because it's 99 degrees. Oh, what I was saying, so setting sprays. So the next I need another mini. Me and one of the girls were talking about it this week. That's why it's also her popping up. And then Patrick Star, 3 R's, in Star. His one size, one size, is coming out with another setting spray. And that one, to me, they're saying it's a different one, excuse me. But to me, it's very similar to Danessa's, the blurring factor and things like that. And so I want to get a travel size of that, which is next week. So I kind of want to just wait to get that. I currently have same-day delivery with Sephora. I used it a few years ago. I haven't used it since. I'm in a free trial, so I'm like, while I'm in this free trial, I'm trying to have stuff delivered to me. Instead of going and trying to find stuff. Like, what did I have sent to me the other day? I don't know. Something was sent to me same day. I'm sitting here right now trying to think what was just recently sent to me that was same day. Oh, lip pencil. It was on sale. And so instead of going to Ulta, Ulta had it on sale too. I was like, I have same day since it's on sale at Sephora as well. I was like, all right, let's take advantage of that. All right, let's set. Just love the hitting and pan. So I was like, I'm gonna go in a darker one. I'm gonna go, I'm going back. Then I'm gonna brush off my hand, and then we're gonna start here. What I'm seeing people do is like, again, not do that 3 fully anymore because I'm really just trying to chisel this part. Like sometimes it looks kind of muddy there when I do the 3, so that's why you can't really see distinction. So that's why I'm trying to do new things. And I kind of like the look that people have that when that part is not connected. I was gonna bleach my hair. It's $20 from Walmart because they have the one I used to use. I was looking at old photos and I'm like, that shade of blonde is so perfect. The fact that I can't find another product to give me that same look annoys me. Anyway, so this new setting powder, setting spray is what I want to save up and wait, because I'm in that 30-day free trial, so I'm like, let's take advantage of that. So when it comes out, I don't have to even go to the store. Because sometimes, like it said, it's going to be hotter. So if I could avoid being out in this freaking heat. Because I'm like, my summer hours in effect already. It's like, what? My mother's coming to visit this month. I'm not going to say when, but she's coming. And I'm just like, drinking lots of water. But I'm like, what I'm going to do with you? Because, for one, if I'm working. But then afterwards, yeah, heat. So luckily, we probably go places after I get off work. Or, which means later afternoon. So there's a pro there, but I'm like, I don't, this heat, this heat. Okay, yeah, looks good. The thing is with the lights, I realize I'm like, lights and that sunlight, I can't fully tell how dark anything is. Okay, and we're using Juvia's Volume 1 because it has a soft pink. And I was going through my blushes. I'm like, which of these blushes am I going to return? And that Morphe one, because I have Glossier, not Glossier, I do, ooh, forgot about that. I have the Glossier, that's a Terracotta Storm. And then I also have Rhode Toasted Teddy. I'm like, I don't need the Morphe one as well. So I wanted a very fluffy brush for this. Okay, that's a lot. Let's try to, let's hopefully just put that in there. Hopefully I don't need any more. And I'm going like this now. Trying to be temple heavy. I want it really right there. And so I was like, okay, I don't need all these blushes that I just bought. You don't need anything. But I'm like, I don't want any more repeats. That one would have been a repeat. And I was looking at photos, I watched the videos, I'm like, it's hard to see on my complexion. If I was maybe lighter, it'd be easier. Even like, or if I just, for no makeup, but I have other ones. So I'm like, I don't need that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to return it. It's literally after the 30 days. When I decided to return it, it's literally right after that. So I'm going to have to get store credit for it. So I'm returning it this weekend because I have to go there anyway. I have something else to return. I could have returned it the other day, but I was like, I forgot what was going on. Could have returned it today. But I was like, I only had a certain amount of time. And again, I'm trying to be blush heavy right there. So I'm like, are we seeing it? It's very light. Okay, I'm going to go in the darker one real quick. And then, yeah, so I was like, I don't need all of these, let alone where the heck am I putting it? Because I'm trying to streamline and clean up. The thing is, my house is lived in. You see my house is lived in. We see, I took clothes off the chair, but you see the wig over there. If you see my living room, you don't need to see all back there. I have packages, so I'm kind of like, you don't need to see all the way back there. Well, I don't have packages, but I have the wrappers that when stuff came in. So I'm like, okay, let's give it the effect I want. Yep. It's almost that season of sunburn look. There we go. So, yeah, I was like, let's take that back. There's another one I may or may not take back. I haven't decided. But yeah, the Juvia's Place one, I'm like, no, let's keep this one. And Juvia's Place came out with another, it's like a blush. So instead of the Duo, it's a bigger one. I guess it's supposed to be like for a pro or whatever, but I looked at it, most of those shades are the ones I already have. So if you have the Duos already, you don't need that one unless you want that highlighter. It's in one of them. So yeah, I will not be getting that. So I'm gonna say I will not be getting that. Yeah, if I do, then I might as well just take that one that I just got back. So yeah, no. Okay, let's set the rest of the face. Okay, and we're gonna use this a little in here. I have a lot of them. They have a little, and so I'm like, and then the Fenty one is just too moisturizing right now, and we'll see after this. And I have a headache starting right there. I need to get another one of these because the way they show the ad, they show you can still use this and then use the other one as well. But this is more for like waterproof, nothing getting through kind of thing. I think the other one's more for blowing kind of thing. So maybe this is setting and that one's a finishing. I need to get another mini of these. Oh, did I? If y'all watch my videos, I just realized I probably told y'all I was going to get a jumbo when summer hit of this. Okay, maybe not this month because paycheck. I have a lot going on this month that requires money. So there's nothing but air coming out of this. This is not doing anything. It may be doing something, but I'm not seeing it. So give me a second. It's pretty much kaput because I'm like, it's the cool air part. Nothing is hitting my face wet. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna use having a lot of this left. So this has barely been touched. So that's what we're using. And then if I'm too matte, I usually then off camera, you don't see me. I then spray a sponge and then go over with this in certain places if I look too matte. That door is probably covered with so much stuff. Because I did write down on my index card what I was putting on my face, because I write everything down, my looks. And I put the LYS, but I didn't put, and I had plus, but I didn't say what I was going to use. So that's why it's like, okay, it was a sign. And this is the matte version, and this is before the reformulation of the Urban Decay All-Nighter. Let's see how shiny. It's not too matte. My ears are wet. We know how I feel about that. Let's use the fan. Okay, so I'm going to flip the thing. I thought I heard the baby downstairs. He's been crying. It's very faint, so it's not like annoying. Like you can sleep if you're not in that apartment. You sleep just fine. But I can definitely hear him because I have good hearing. But yeah, I've been hearing him like sometimes like clockwork. He starts crying. And that's when to put setting spray around my neck because I'm sure I'll see somebody I know who's also there to support. Yeah. The group that I usually go to happy hours with, they're doing a Black Excellent Night for the Mercury as well. And they dropped the tickets today, and I'm like, okay. Last time I didn't go because I'm not a big Suns fan. I don't care about the game. But I'm more likely to go to a Mercury. I've been to a few Mercury games. Don't ask me why I like the Mercury more. I think it's less crazy. Okay, it's like something's in my nose. So that's why. Let's go. I was like, what did I use? So going back to this because we're going to go under here. So, okay, let me pull that brush. Okay, so let's put it on my hand again. Okay. Then go out here just a little. Just a little. Are we seeing it? Because I'm not sure if I can see it. Okay, let me flip because I can't see. I'm just not trying to put it directly under my eye. Yeah, it's fine. We're going to do live tinted. You see that little chunk? I'm going to take that chunk off. Okay. I still like it. It's just, again, it's not waterproof. It might be long wear. And during the summer, it's, yeah. Okay, let's go to, well, I'm finished because I just got to do lips. I have the earrings picked out. I'm mostly glistening kind of thing and changing the dress. So first we're gonna do swatching. Lip product. So this is the MAC lip liner. Y'all know about MAC lip liners. So this is in Plum. It's not, y'all know how popular MAC lip liners are. Plum is not one you really hear talked about. Usually hear cork, chestnut, night moth. Those are the ones you hear all the time. This is supposed to match the lipstick that I got, so that's why. I used GPT to match, because I found one that I swatched in Ulta that was going to match the lip product, but it's saying this one is better. Since it's on sale, I wouldn't have got it. Otherwise, I'd be using this NYX that I found that I thought was better. Still in the wrapper, because if this doesn't work, or if, you know, I don't need to open things, because we know how they be tossing things. So I'm like, I'm going to avoid that. So here we go. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to do it on my actual skin. See how you can't really see it. You can, but I don't want to do a brown lip liner for this. So the actual lip, that's Plum. It's a Plum. And it's the NYX new Fat Matte. So I had the gloss. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember the glosses. On my thing of restocking, my index card of restocking, the gloss was on there. I have not done that yet. I have 50 million glosses. I don't need any more glosses, so it's probably going to be pushed till next year. Just like obsessed with the lip bar. Love it. It's going to be pushed for next year because I have 50 million glosses. I want to get through these. I kind of want to start over in January. Just it's a Sephora sale, and it's going to be some kind of Ulta or Black Friday sale, and just restock everything. Well, get rid of stuff that should be expired. Anyway, I digress. So this is new. So I did a lot of swatching, and I came up with this one. This is called, I want to say Plushin Plum. So Plum, that should work. Okay. So it looks like this, and it's one of those things you gotta, which is just like the gloss that they had. Okay. Yes, no? I don't know. They're trying to tell me that's gonna work. We'll see. Okay, we're gonna do the line the lips first, and we'll see. So I'm like, almost like the other color might have worked better.
But I don't want to open it. I don't have to.
They say it will match because it's cool. We know I'm not a girly that usually goes outside the line, but since I did right there, I'm like, let's take advantage of that thing they be doing, the overlining thing. We're gonna figure that out. I don't know if you kept hearing that banging. Somebody's obviously was taking something down the freaking stairs. But MAC is longer. Dog down the hall is now, of course, losing its mind. I also have, give me 1 second. Because I was going to use possibly Plum and Get It by e.l.f. So let me see something, which is not very long wear. Like, yeah, it doesn't match either. So I don't know if that would have matched directly, but here we are. Like, I wiped e.l.f. off so freaking easy. And that's why I didn't want to use that one, because I was like, yeah, that's not gonna long wear. There's a scent to it. I don't know if it says plum, but it has one. It's supposed to be a matte. it's not feeling matte. But it's supposed to be matte. The thing about it is once you push it up, you cannot put it back down. Because it's not a twisty, it's plump, 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 plump. So we're going to stop right there. Because again, it's supposed to be matte, but it is not feeling matte whatsoever. I'm like, do I have one like this right now? Okay. Let's change. And then we'll put the earrings on. Okay. I like the glow. Okay. So I love Torrid. The dresses, like I have a lot of kind of dresses like this. It's a maxi dress. But sometimes the material is getting thin, like Old Navy kind of thin. So I was like, okay. Which, luckily I wear shorts and everything. But if you were one of those girlies, you were skinny, thighs don't touch, you definitely need to wear something under things that sunlight hits it. Because what I do when I'm in a store, I put it up to the light, which I always do in Old Navy, because it's the dress, everything is very thin at Old Navy to see if it's see-through or how see-through. So we're going with these, because they're white, but they kind of look like they could be pink, and I like that. So I'm gonna go with that versus the black ones. So you think, even though that Urban Decay, it's matte, you see, it's matte here, but it's still kind of, I do like that. Versus the other regular Urban Decay, I usually get what's not matte, which I do still have about this much left. That, it's matte, but it's shiny matte. And so I usually have to powder afterwards because of the shiny matte, even though it's not this hydrating setting spray. Okay, so another piece of jewelry I have is this. So it's upside down. So Luna Lux, I've been following her. I've seen her out in public at markets, and I told her, yeah, officially I'll buy something. And so I finally bought something. This was a little bit ago, and I was like, what event would I wear this to? This is a good event for that. Because I don't wear a lot of jewelry. I usually wear earrings and a ring that my father gave me like 20, 30 years ago. And that's it. Like, I have other rings. Sometimes I'll put those on, but I don't I don't wear a watch because I don't like the bracelets. Every now and then I'll wear a bracelet. Like, I have one that's CZ, I think. But otherwise, I'm not a big jewelry person. Yeah. So, like this. So this is for finger. It doesn't matter what finger. So middle finger. And then I'm going to turn it this way. And then I got to put it in the sand because I'm also right-handed. So let me unhook this part first. So bear with me. And then me trying to do it with one hand. Okay. Or without assistance is what I'm saying. So go like this. And this part. So it looks like that. Okay, so I'm going to hook this part. And I've been able to do it. I've practiced, so I can do it. Imagine if I had nails on, though, because, of course, this would look even better if I had nails on. But if I had nails, I don't know if I'd get it. And I have thin wrists, so hooking it. So I'm trying to do it like that. And then find one of the latches and put it in that one. There we go. So even if I can go like this, it's a little looser. So it looks like that. So yeah, this is Luna Lux. Okay, and so let me show the whole outfit now. So yeah, because we're done. I just have to show the outfit. Here. So I'm taking this purse. So So the purse is on the chair because you can't put it on the bed. That's bad luck. And from one of my grandmothers, we used to say that, maybe some old wives' tale, but don't put shoes on the bed. Don't put purse on the bed. Don't put your purse on the floor. Don't open an umbrella in the house. Things like that. Yeah, I doubt there. Superstition or not, I doubt there. With that, I am off to support Antoinette Colley and her solo exhibition. So it's called Welcome to the Circus. So with that, I will talk to y'all later.